Hello friends, welcome to this video on quadrilaterals. In the previous video, we discussed about quadrilaterals and its types. Today, we will discuss about the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So let's start. Friends, we have studied the angle sum property of a triangle. We know that a triangle has three angles and the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. A quadrilateral has four angles. Can you guess what will be the sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral? Let's do an activity to understand it. Let's create two triangles with the same base on a paper. Let's name the first triangle as PQR and the second triangle as QRS. We know that the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Now, let's connect these two triangles to the base QR. So, the sum of all the angles of this shape so formed will be 360 degrees and this shape is a quadrilateral. In comparison to the triangle, a quadrilateral has one extra angle, but the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 2 times the sum of the angles of a triangle. This is what we call the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. We tested this property through an activity. Let us now try to prove it mathematically. Let's make a quadrilateral ABCD. We have to prove that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. Now, by drawing a diagonal of this quadrilateral, let's divide this quadrilateral into two triangles. You can create either one of the diagonals AC or BD. Now we have two triangles, triangle BCD and triangle DAB. In triangle BCD, angle CBD plus angle C plus angle CDB equals 180 degrees, according to the angle sum property of a triangle. Similarly, in triangle DAB, angle ADB plus angle A plus angle ABD equals 180 degrees. Adding equations 1 and 2, we get. Now, when we add angle CBD and angle ABD, we get angle B. Similarly, on adding angle CDB and angle ADB, we get angle D. We can also write it in this way: angle B plus angle C plus angle D plus angle A equals 360 degrees, or angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equals 360 degrees. And thus we prove that the sum of the four angles of any quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Before ending this session, here is an activity. Do this together with your classmates. In the end, you will find that even though these quadrilaterals are different and smaller or bigger in size, the sum of the measurements of their internal angles is 360 degrees. That's all in this session. Today we discussed the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. In the next video, we will solve some questions based on this topic. Thank you. Hello friends. Welcome to this video on quadrilaterals. In the previous video, we discussed the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Today, we will solve some questions related to that topic only. So let's start. In quadrilateral PQRS, angle P, angle Q, angle R and angle S are in the ratio of 1:2:3:4. Find the measure of all its angles. Friends, assume that the measure of angle P, angle Q, angle R and angle S is x, 2x, 3x and 4x respectively. And we know that the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Therefore, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S equals 360 degrees. We can also write this as x plus 2x plus 3x plus 4x equals 360 degrees. The sum of the left side will be 10x. Solving it, we will get x equals 36 degree. We have got the measure of x, that is, the measure of angle P. With the help of this, we can find the measure of the remaining angles. The measurement of the remaining angles will be as follows. The measurement of angle P, angle Q, angle R and angle S will be 36, 72, 108 and 144 degrees respectively. You can add all these angles and see that their sum will be 360 degrees. Let us see another similar question. The ratio of the angles of the quadrilateral EFGH is given as follows. Construct a quadrilateral based on the given ratio and describe its type. Friends, using this hint, try to solve this question on your own. Let's move on to the next question. In quadrilateral ABCD, the measure of angle B is 2 times the measure of angle A, and the measure of angle D is 3 times the measure of angle C, and the sum of angles A and C is 105 degrees. Then find the measure of each angle. Friends, is there a need to draw a figure here? No. We can solve this question without drawing any figure. We are given that the measure of angle B is 2 times the measure of angle A. So, if we take angle A as x, then angle B will be 2x. Similarly, the measure of angle D is 3 times the measure of angle C. So, if we take angle C as y, then angle D will be 3y. It is also given that angle A plus angle C is equal to 105 degrees. Angle A and angle C can also be written as x and y in this way. Let us call this equation 1. We know that the sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. Let's call this equation 2. Now by putting the values of angles A, B, C and D in equation 2, we will get. If you simplify it a bit, you will get. Let us call it equation 3. Friends, we can write equation 3 like this as well. Now, by placing the value of equation 1 in it, we can find the value of y. We got y equal to 45 degrees. Now, by putting the value of y in equation 1, we can find the value of x. That is, angle A is equal to x is equal to 60 degrees and angle C is equal to y is equal to 45 degrees. And angle B and angle D will be as follows. Angle B equals 120 degrees, angle D equals 135 degrees. Thus, we got the measurement of all the angles. Friends, that's all in this session. Today, we solved some questions related to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. In the next session, we will discuss some facts related to this topic. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video on quadrilaterals. In the previous video, we solved some questions related to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. In today's video, we will discuss some more facts based on the same topic and increase our knowledge on this subject. So let's start this session with a question. Look at the given figure and find the measure of angle y. Friends, here we are given the measurement of 2 internal and 1 external angle of the quadrilateral, and we have to find the measurement of the remaining one angle. Here we will first find the measure of angle W. We know that when an angle forms a complete circle, its measure is 360 degrees. Therefore, the sum of the measurements of exterior angle XWZ and interior angle XWZ will be 360 degrees. We are given the measurement of the exterior angle XWZ as 290 degrees. Using this, we can find the measure of the interior angle XWZ. We got the measure of the interior angle XWZ as 70 degrees. Now we have the measurement of the three interior angles of the quadrilateral. We can easily find the measurement of the fourth angle in this way. We got the measurement of angle Y as 60 degrees. Let's take one more question. Friends, to show or prove the angle sum property of the quadrilateral, we have divided it into two triangles. With the help of the same concept, find the angle sum property of a hexagon. Friends, how do we solve this question? Pause the video and think about it. Here, the first task will be to construct a triangle by drawing a line from any one vertex to another non-adjacent vertex in such a way that the lines do not intersect each other. And then see how many triangles we are getting. And then multiply the number of triangles obtained by 180 degrees. The product obtained will be the sum of all the angles of a hexagon. You can see that we have got 4 triangles. That is, the sum of all the angles of a hexagon will be 4 multiplied by 180 degree is equal to 720 degrees. Let's see another interesting question of this type. How many maximum acute angles will be needed to construct one quadrilateral? Friends, you can also pause the video to think about the answer to this question. We have to see whether it is possible to construct a quadrilateral in the given 3 situations. Let's take the first option and take a group of 4 angles such that there is only one acute angle like this. We can see that the construction of a quadrilateral is possible here. Similarly, for the remaining 2 options also, let's create a group of angles in such a way that there are 2 and 3 acute angles respectively. You can still see that the construction of a quadrilateral is possible. According to the question, we have to find the maximum number of acute angles, so the correct option will be 3. But friends, is it possible to construct a quadrilateral from 4 acute angles? You can throw light on this with the help of your teacher and classmates. Friends, that's all in this session. Today we discussed some facts related to the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. See you in the next video. Thank you.